Buenos dias and welcome. 2K Sports presents Cinco de Mayo NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. We'll see the Indiana Pacers and the Wizards. Now, here is Young and the foul on Myles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's White. Here's Turner. Mobley with the rebound. Now here is Young. Down low. There's the killer two-handed slam.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Outside, White. Back to Irving. Pass to Turner. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense. And, you know, with Myles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Outside Irving. With the shot. Jump shot is good that time.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 7.
And Clark at the...
Are you kidding me? Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
It's White on the wing. To the middle. Here's Turner. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
There's a good screen. Young drives in, and it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Young with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Wizards. Outside Turner, a three ball, buries the long-range jumper. He has 7.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Pacers head coach. There are numerous problems that Trae Young presents, but coach is focused on Young's shooting. After watching the tape, coach said he'll instruct his defenders to pick up Young as soon as he crosses half court. He emphasized that's not hyperbole. You can't say they don't respect his range. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Brown outside. Takes the 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And here's Ingles outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
Boy, the defense really wasn't bad there, but he's a gifted shooter from distance.
Inside. Here's Turner. Trying to get open is Irving. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 9 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to Young. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
On the wing, Brown. 1 second left. And it's good on the way in. Brown's got his 2nd basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Washington. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We hope everyone is enjoying their Cinco de Mayo as we get back into NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Washington.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
His improvement each year in the league is impressive. Harris knows his role is to score the ball, and he does it well.
To the right side. Pass to Aldridge. It's tipped. Here's Tinsley. Here's Gafford. Aldridge is covering. They get it back. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Snatched up. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Tinsley. Here's Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And, you know, Batum with that Greyhound build and stride covering ground in a hurry.
Here's Conley. That shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. Pass to Oubre. Drives to the hoop. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Free throw, no good for Oubre. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Pass to Dumboya. The kick out to Irving. Wants to get it to Turner and does. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Turner's got 11. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Pacers leading by 4. White looking around. To the inside. And Turner throws it down.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Young way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. 13 points in the game. Pass to White. .149 left in the first half of the game. Now here's Dumboya. Tries the spin move. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Pacers lead by 5.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognize... Mercy, mercy me. And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
White with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Nobody near Irving. Here's Brown. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
White. Rebound, Washington.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Tremendous display of chemistry and connectedness by Turner with his teammates. All they have to do is lob it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
.29 seconds left in the first half. It's blocked. From deep Ingles. Dumboya pulls it in. And here is Irving. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Indiana bringing the quarter to a close. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pacers leading by 7.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Brown outside. On the wing, Brown. Over Bertans. Rebound, Washington.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
A nice shot by Irving.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. White. And yes, it's good. White's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
The Pacers making a switch here. And the Wizards with possession. That will complete this four-game homestand. To the middle. They need this. And Aldridge slams it in.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
A shot by Batum, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Conley. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
Here's Bertans for three. Irving surveying the floor. Fires the three. And no good that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Harris. Now Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Outside for Batum. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Washington trails by 9. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And the three off target.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
.106 left in the third. Payton attacking. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've led by as many as 14 points. Harris's shot is off.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And it's Michael Conley with the three. Conley's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you have to stay up on Conley. When you give him breathing room, he's a threat to pull up. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Inside, trying to... Oh, that was a strong dunk!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Tinsley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris outside. And it's Doumbouya in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for it. Washington trails by 3. Young looking around.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Outside, White. Harris outside. Going inside. Back to White. Just 4 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Young drives in. A shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Young's got 21 in the game.
And this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
And it's White missing. And so Young will bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 2. From deep. Here's Pokusevski. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Harris outside. Pass to Doumbouya. Over in the corner, White. Hands it from downtown.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Indiana moving the ball around. Pocket 6. Brown, good.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
It's Young on the wing. It's stolen by Brown. It's stolen by Ingles. Young from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Shoots the 3. Pokusevski grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Young's shot is good.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
It's stolen by Ingles. Young outside to take the lead. And the Wizards hit again from deep. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Here's Pokusevski. The shot misses, so Indiana will take it the other way. Here's Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Driving the lane, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Yes, that goes in. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
And so Young nails them both.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Brown outside. Pass to White. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Irving. Let's go. Again, Irving missing. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Here's Pokusevski. Driving inside. Shot clock at 3. And here's Young from the arc. Doumbouya pulls it in. And so it's Indiana with it. The lead is 2. Irving with it. And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Boy, his flair for the spectacular has you holding your breath every time Kyrie has the ball.
So it Buenos dias and welcome. 2K Sports presents Cinco de Mayo NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We'll see the Indiana Pacers. Taking on the Knicks. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's White. Brown right side. Back to White. Takes a three. Shot clock at 6. Bean with the rebound. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I asked him what his main focus will be to try and slow down Kyrie Irving's production. Coach told me with Kyrie, you can't give him space to create, ever. So we'll send some doubles and make sure we don't let him get comfortable. Well, that's as good an approach as any, I suppose. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Into the lane. Harbor. And it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Myles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's New York. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Levine with it, picked up by Turner. Here's Howard. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Well, this is a sign that Dwight Howard is adding to his game. Really good job at this stage of his career to knock down the mid-range.
Now, here is Irving. Fires the three. Rebounded by Howard.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Marbury. Pass to Collins. And taken away by Brown. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Outside, Levine. Here's Marbury. From deep. Offensive rebound. shoots the three. And Zach LaVine hits from deep.
Well, you want a shooter to catch it and go right in rhythm. Zach LaVine does just that.
Outside Irving. Pass to Doumbouya. Back to Irving. On deep. Knicks with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Stolen by Doumbouya. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 1. It's White on the wing. Pass to Doumbouya. Now, here is Irving. 6 to shoot. Count it.
Guys, how good is Kyrie Irving at shielding off defenders and getting the soft shot up on the drive?
From deep three-point range. And again, New York with the triple. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here is Irving. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 now.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
Puts up a 3. Here's Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Irving. He has 5. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to White. Outside Irving. From 13. No good that time. And New York the other way now. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Myles Turner.
And what we've seen recently from Zach LaVine is his willingness to embrace more responsibility. And that has helped him become one of the game's most prolific scorers.
And Indiana making a change here. Indiana trailing here. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Brown outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. He has 5.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now. This is a young man who has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
From deep. Marbury, good. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Welcome back, everyone. We hope everyone is enjoying their Cinco de Mayo as we get back into NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Irving. The teardrop falls in. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Outside for Jefferson. Now, here's Toppin. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Gafford.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Inside. Here's Trabansky. Power down with both hands.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Irving following the score by New York. Indiana needs to get a shot off. For three, Harris. It's rebounded by New York. Parker, right side. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And a wide open look for Irving. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Now, here's Toppin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. New York trails by 4. Pass to Toppin. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside, White. Turner with the screen. Knocked away. Back to White. To the paint. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
The Pacers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Well, the athleticism that Myles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Here's Silk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
The Knicks have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now here's White. Now Doumbouya. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Pacers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for New York. Trailing by 2 for the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Oubre for 3. And it's an inch with the ball. Here's Marbury. And again, New York with the triple.
over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
The Pacers making a change here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Here's White. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And Levine, here we go. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
The Knicks hit shot 67% from the line tonight, going for a 6. And there's the drive. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
In the corner, Collins with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
No one covering. White's got his second bucket of the night.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise to the fire.
And that. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Knicks leading by 4. Outside, Levine. Pass to Marbury. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Marbury's got 12 in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Outside, Levine. Here he goes. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Turner. Pass to Dumboya. Back to White. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Here's Brown. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Pass to Marbury. Quickly. Here's Howard. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Stolen by Jumboya. Irving drives in. Yep, it counts. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Here's Silk. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the inside. Jefferson. And the layup falls. Jefferson's got his first bucket in this one.
And providing the scoreboard they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Pacers.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Indiana. Harris outside. This one for 3. No good that time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Silk. Good work there as it goes. Now just a 1-point Pacer lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Indiana moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Harris. Good on the triple. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Silk. Banked in off the glass. And it's 8 points for Silk.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Tinsley. 5 on the clock. Batum for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now, here's Toppin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Down low for the tie. Rebounded by Gafford. Indiana leading. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Kelly Oubre Jr. entered this league as a dynamic athlete, excellent in the open floor, but give this young man credit. He's worked hard to develop the perimeter game that's absolutely critical to success.
Timeout called the Pacers. Seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Brown. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Pacers as they wrap up the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. New York trails by 5. Here's Marbury. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
Irving's shot is good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
It's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Pass to Irving. Back to White. And it's Doumbouya in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Doumbouya's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And here is Toppin. And a miss there on the triple. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Picked his pocket.
And that's only his first miss here tonight. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And so it's Indiana with it. The Knicks making the shot. Brown outside. Collins grabs the miss.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Doumbouya. And the jam by Doumbouya.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Driving the lane. It's tipped. Toppin.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Over in the corner, Brown. Outside Irving. Lets the 3 fly. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
LaVine with it. Picked up by Turner. And finished off by Collins.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard. Puts it on the money there.
Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Brown. Over in the corner, White. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Marbury. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's LaVine. There's a screen by Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins.
That's a really well-run pick and roll. You can see the game is starting to slow down for LaVine.
Outside, White. Turner with the screen. Back to Irving. Indiana moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Back to White. Pass to Doumbouya. It's in!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And That's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Now, here's Irving. The kick out to Brown. Bullseye!
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Shot and game. Oh, wow!
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
And here's Irving. Outside, White. From deep three-point range, buries the triple.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win
Buenos dias and welcome to 2K Sports. Sports presents Cinco de Mayo NBA basketball.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We'll see the Indiana Pacers defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now, here's Irving. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Brown. Oh, the power on that threw down.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Back to White. 13 feet away. And that one hits back iron. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Three-pointer. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception is a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here is Williams. Following the score by Indiana. Ball with a wide-open look. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And it's White missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to KD. Bulls moving the ball around. Turner comes with the double team. Outside, Ball. Just 3 to shoot. Poked away. And stolen by White. Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 6.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Here's KD. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Williams from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. And the rejection by Jackson. And he gets the bucket. And KD's got the ball here for Chicago. They trail by 1. Takes a 3. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Irving. On the wing, Irving. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one drops.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's White. The Bulls knocking down the 3. It's White on the wing. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. He gets that one.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Williams gets the bucket.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after one or two wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Durant for three, and the Bulls another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
High post shot. Again, Indiana.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Left side, KD, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bulls lead by 7. And we'll return shortly. Welcome back, everyone. We hope everyone is enjoying their Cinco de Mayo as we get back into NBA basketball on 2K Sports. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
How about the strength from Thomas? Wills these shots in. Amazing how he fights through contact.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And last season, 77% from the line. They usually get the job done there.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
Noel in the corner. Shot from 6. And that's good off the glass that time. Noel's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. It's Brown on the wing. Into the lane. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Now here's Jefferson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
And Indiana making a change here. Timeout called the Pacers. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch, with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pick by Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Ball feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. Goes back up. Pass to Harrell. Here's Ball. He has 6. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And the second chance effort by Jackson. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Irving. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. 1:43 left in the first half. Here's KD. No good on the shot. So Indiana will take it the other way.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
To the paint, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And Turner is an athletic behemoth. What a word. And he's really good when it comes to finishing off. Alley-oop.
Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. And it's Harrell missing. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here is Durant after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. From 13, and again it's Indiana.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's good, 2 points. Durant's got 12.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Irving. Can't cash in from the high post. And so it should. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Bulls leading by 9. Now Ball. He's got 8. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul. To the middle. Here's Harrell. Back to Jackson. And stolen by White.
Great execution of the double team right there, able to strip it and then get the possession.
Irving with it. He's got 12. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Pacers. Pass to Durant. For 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all 3 levels.
And they pick up 2.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now, here's ball. Williams with a clean look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williams has got 12.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. Harrell. Out to KD. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. KD's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And it's White missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here's Jay. Off target from three-point range. Pacers trail by 12. And the jam by Boyd.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And Thomas, here we go. And he makes that one. He has 7.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
White, good.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Jefferson, that's for 2. The Pacers pull it in.
And if you ask me what percentage...
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Now here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Jefferson throws it down.
And the quick decision-making of Thomas critical in being excellent at running the pick and roll.
And that one drops for him. Tinsley's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pacers trail by 6. Indiana moving the ball around. Stolen by Clarkson. One-on-one here. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Cans it from downtown. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Now here's Noel. Outside Thomas. Second chance shot. Here he goes. And it's good on the way in. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
For somebody his size, Thomas is uber aggressive when it comes to attacking the basket.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Poke loose. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me. terrific instincts on defense. Harris has a good nose for the ball and when to go after steal.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Bulls up. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now here's White. They set the screen. Pass to Turner. Oubre outside. 5 on the clock. Right side Turner. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside KD. Oubre with the steal. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Right side, Williams. Williams, double team. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Durant, wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pacers talked to his team during the timeout. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
Boy, how about that crafty drive by Irving, anticipating the contact and able to get around and through it.
Left side, KD. Here's Harrell. Right side, Jackson. Harrell. The rebound by Turner. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him. Pacers trailed by 5. And it's Juneboy in the corner. And Indiana, another 3.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy. And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly as for White.
Outside for Durant. Outside Williams. Lets it go with the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Outside White. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
Brown outside. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Brown.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Shot's good by Durant. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's White. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
Outside, Kevin Durant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And here's Irving. And he drives in. It's in!
Kyrie Irving is simply caught fire.
Outside, ball. On the wing, Williams. Outside, Durant. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And it's Indiana's ball. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
You know, on the drive, Irvin probably anticipates the foul there or even expects it. He's too sharp to let it surprise him.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
To the inside. Hero. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And stolen by Irving. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Here's Harrell. Good. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish. Buenos dias and welcome. .2K Sports presents Cinco de Mayo NBA basketball.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. Williams double team. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Five on the clock. The three from KD. The rebound by Turner. White with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Now, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now, here is Irving. And here's Brown outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Outside, White. Pass to Doumbouya. Back to Irving. Over Noel. No good from Irving.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's White, driving inside. Durant with the steal. Here's Ball, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Down low. Back to Jackson. Turner with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Brown throws it down hard.
And Brown runs the floor like a locomotive, 225 pounds, and wrecks defenses in transition.
Now here's Ball. Drives to the hoop. And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Doumbouya. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And when it comes to the paint, Noel owns it. I mean, really takes on any defender head on. And as a result, gets a lot of foul calls because of his aggressiveness.
All free throws good for Noel. And it's Irving with the ball for the Pacers. .130 left to play in the first quarter. And again, it's Indiana.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
Noel. And stolen by Noel. Durant feeling it out a bit. There's Ball with the 3. Drops in the tray. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brown outside. Launches it. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 5. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So, it'll be LaMelo Ball shooting. It's on Gary Harris. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Brown. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
Both teams will make substitutions. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chicago trailing here. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thomas. Takes it off the glass.
You know, right there, very aggressive inside. Thomas keeps the defense guessing.
16 seconds left in the first quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
2 points. That one goes.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well. Welcome back, everyone. We hope everyone is enjoying their Cinco de Mayo as we get back into NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
In the corner, it's Harris. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
And here's White after Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. White goes in, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh, my goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Now here's Thomas. He has 5. Here's Jefferson. Oubre pulls it in.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
White, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Thomas. Harrell, that's good.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Pass to Gafford. Back to White. With the drive. Oh my
Goodness! That was special.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Now here's Thomas, and it's good for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's White. Here he goes. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Inside, Oubre with the steal. Throws it up high, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. A minute 42 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Harris. Indiana leading by 7. Irving with the ball. Williams picks him up. Brown outside. Now Doumbouya.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when the shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denial.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Brown missing. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Ball hits them both. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Pacers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you can be
the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Tries the spin move. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the drive. And no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Drains it from beyond the arc. White's got the first points of the second half here for the Pacers.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Ball with it. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. Drops it in from 14 feet away. KD's got 7.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Outside Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. He has 6.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 4.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And that one drops for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pacers leading by 4 to the paint. And the jam by Doumbouya.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Outside Williams. Outside Durant. Pass the ball. Going inside. Misses from close range. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Irving. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for Indiana. Now here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. From the arc. And again, no good by Chicago.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Buries the long-range jumper.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Irving attacking. Out left to the wing. Here's Doumbouya. The kick out to Irving. And stolen by Noel. Lets it go with the 3. Doumbouya pulls it in. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The Pacers making a switch here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's White. Good, nice job down low. White's got 14 points.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Right wing, outside Jefferson. Good on the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here's White. 14 points for him. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 6.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
Thomas, that's good. Pacers leading by 5. Over in the corner, Brown. And the Pacers another 3.
Hey, guys, you're not going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. I mean, he's simply on a tear right now.
And Thomas, here we go. The Pacers pull it in.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Clarkson. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's the Indiana Pacers going into the break with a and with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's Irving with the ball for the Pacers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. And here are the Bulls now. Pass to Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Jackson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Now Irving. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Irving. On the wing, Irving. Just 5 on the clock. The shot will not fall. Good D by Williams. Durant for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
You know, the timing Durant had does a nice job. Really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime. Straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
Sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Indiana's head coach was saying to the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Ball with the bucket. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Now, here's Ball. Outside for Durant. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pacers leading by 3. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Outside, KD. Doumbouya pulls it in. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Ball with it, and Doumbouya picks him up defensively. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game. There's a screen by Noel. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Improving shot mechanics, good height on that jumper, nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson.
Here's White. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's White driving to the basket.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
To the inside. And stolen by Noel.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Outside, KD. Pass the ball. To tie it up. Clarkson with the ball. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Ball with the bucket.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now, here is Irving. It counts.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And Noel throws it down.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to.
Pass to Irving. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line. I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. KD's shot is off. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Misses there. So it's Indiana picking up the win. A narrow win under...